Today on the grid, our topic is underrated photography travel locations. The K-Man, Kuna Man, Canahan, the real Rocket Man is here, but we have a very, very special in-studio guest today. The incredible, the amazing, the ludicrous Lavonne Hall is here in the flesh, in the studio, all the way from New York City. Plus, we've got some very cool giveaways to some folks who are watching this show live today. It's going to be a fine, fine holiday show day on the grid. And when does this miracle, this holiday miracle take place? Well, it all starts in just 23.2 seconds. Let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. The grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another live episode of The Grid. Scott and Erik are here. You know us.
You know.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all the way from New York City, which is apparently a much cooler place than where we're at, is Lavonne Hall.
Hello.
We've been having to hear about New York. I was just talking to Lavonne. We're going to have lunch afterwards. And I said, hey, you know, where do you want to go have lunch? Because yesterday we ate our way through Florida. We had some great meals yesterday. But I said, I know a great deli. And she says, we have delis in New York.
I'm willing to try one. Okay.
That's really great. I'm willing to try one. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Well, Lavonne is a photographer.
Sounds like we're going to Cuban food or something.
Yeah, we're probably going for Cuban. Anyway, Lavonne is a photographer and an industry icon in our industry. Everywhere you go, Lavonne is already there waiting for you. Look at that. Look at that with Terry White. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Anyway, she lives a life of luxury travel, traveling the world to places to make people feel bad about their hometown. Anyway, but she's here with us today. We're very excited to have her here. Her first time in the grid, her first time down here to Florida to our headquarters. Not her first time to Florida, but her first time to our area.
Yeah.
And all right, we got a bunch of news real quick, and then we've got an interesting topic today, don't we?
I think it's good. I'm interested in it.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day with Lavonne,
some
let me tell you.
controversy. There's always going to be the emails afterwards.
Okay. Anyway, first
good.
things first. I'm happy to announce that I am one of the speakers at the upcoming photography show in the UK. It's called The Photography Show, and that's it. I don't know why
photography and video
maybe we
show.
could go to hit the home page there and send the home button. It looks like a house. There we go. This is the place. It is March 2024. It's in Birmingham in the UK. I had the great fortune of getting to speak there a few years ago, and let me tell you, it is one of the greatest photography shows ever. Literally a phenomenal show. Like tons of vendors and great classes and sessions and demos, and everybody's there. It is just literally, I mean, I came back from that show just like, man, I can't believe how great that show is. It kicks butt, and I'm super excited to be speaking there again this year. So thanks to all of those great folks over there for inviting me, and I couldn't be more excited. So that's coming up. Go to the photography show. I believe it's thephotographyshow.com. All one word. And it's for photography and video, but you know.
Yes, the photography and video show.
And video show, but you know.
You know.
Let me put it this way. Is their website named the Photography and Video Show?
No. It's called the photography show.
There's video there too, but.
It's because everybody goes, well, what about video?
What about video?
What about video?
I'm not doing any video while I'm there. But anyway, I'll have more details on my classes and stuff, but I'm just very excited and just wanted to announce that. All right, what else is exciting? I got some wonderful gifts from one of our viewers. Tim Oliver sent these gorgeous canvases. I just got them today, just opened them right before the show. These are absolutely beautiful. One of these is that award-winning one.
Award-winning one right
Can we
over
see
there.
this one too? I love this one. I know Tim won the award for the other one. But I love this one. I love this one.
This is the one he won for.
I love this.
That's
Now,
beautiful.
what you can't see on the camera here is how stunning that the printing is
Yeah,
beautiful.
the lights are getting a little harsh on
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, like the detail in here is just incredible. Really, really beautiful. Thank you very much, Tim.
Yeah.
There's something so special when you get a gift of photography.
A print,
We talk
especially a
about
big print.
a print, and these are beautiful. Thank you, Tim. That was incredibly gracious of you. We are going to hang them here in the headquarters. So thank you very much for sending those.
Award-winning.
I will find a wall for them very soon. All right.
Just don't make it the bathroom, okay?
It will not be the bathroom. Nobody wants hummingbirds in the bathroom, let's say.
No, but we do have a photo in the bathroom that I always, because there's a shot of Gabe from B&H, a little.
And he's looking like that, and you're like,
"Hey."
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's always uncomfortable. You
Yeah.
turn around and you see Gabe staring at you.
I didn't see that one.
It's in the men's room.
It's in the men's room. So,
A lot of people have a picture of Gabe in their men's room, but ours
Yeah.
is blown up and it's large.
hey.
Hey. All right. So today,
Awkward.
we have an interesting topic. A couple of weeks ago, you may remember we did a show on where not to shoot. So what it was we listed cities.
Photography.
For photography.
No, we got some afterwards, and people.
It is
listen.
a list of cities that are not particularly photogenic. It doesn't mean you can't make a good picture
that was
there.
the whole thing. We said it during the show, but people sometimes don't listen to that part.
They're like,
you can
"Oh, you
make
trashed
you
my
can
city."
make great photos everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere.
However, some cities make it easy.
Yes.
Paris makes it easy.
Yes.
Oklahoma City does not.
Yes.
So that's what we did. We said, here
Yeah.
are cities that we would say, like, great for visiting, great for food, great for people, great for stuff like that. Today's show is different. Today, we're going to talk about cities that you might consider in 2024,
Places. Yeah. I
but
got some
but
national
they are
parks.
places too. But they are not the obvious ones. It's not Paris and New York and London and Prague. It's not the obvious ones.
Yes,
But
yes.
these are cities that have great photographic potential. They're very photogenic. Some are here in the U.S., some are international. But these are places that have great potential, but are maybe not as
Yeah, they're not as
Not
trafficked.
obvious.
They're
Right.
probably going to be like less touristy. Not those premier destinations. You're not going to be going to like I don't know, like you said, Paris or Arches National Park. I mean, everybody
Right.
goes to Arches. Yeah, that's
right.
what
That's
people
really
do.
obvious. So these
obvious.
are the other ones, and I'm going to start it off. Ready?
I'm ready.
I got a good one.
I hope it's good.
It's Spain. My homeland,
Yes.
Spain, España.
Yes.
However, is it Barcelona?
No,
No.
that's obvious.
No, obvious.
That's obvious.
Madrid, which is not, by the way, Madrid, where my
I think
mother
it was
born.
on your list, right?
Madrid is not a great photographic city. Are there nice things in Madrid? Yeah, but I wouldn't go to Madrid, it's a great shoot. I'll tell you where I would go, Valencia. Now, I got to tell you, another photographer turned me on to Valencia. It is not the obvious choice. Another photographer turned me on to it, and it was David Zeiser. You guys know David Zeiser,
Yes.
famous wedding photographer. He said one of the most beautiful and interesting places I've ever been is Valencia. So my brother and I took a trip there together just to photograph it and see it. And what's great about Valencia, besides being a wonderful Spanish town, it's just a wonderful town, is there is an old town. Charming with squares and all the things that you would expect in markets and just like great stuff to shoot. But in the midst of this wonderful old Spanish town is this ultra modern section. I mean ultra modern, like from space. Looks like something you would see in the movie Star Wars as a city. And it's called, I think it is called the City of the Future. And it was designed, our primary architect was a Spanish architect who's very, very famous. It's not Salvatore, it is Santiago Calatrava, who is the guy that designed the Oculus in New York City.
Yeah.
He designed the train station in Lisbon and all these. He has an amazing collection of stuff there. You've probably seen some of these buildings. In fact, I'm going to grab one here and show you in a second. But you've probably seen some of these buildings, and you're like, I wonder where the heck that is. It's in Valencia. Valencia has amazing food, lots of photographic opportunities, the old town and this new area, and it's fairly easy to get to. So I'm going to start off. That's my pick. Give it a look. I think you'd be surprised how great Valencia, Spain. And again, I didn't come up with this. My hat's off to David Zeiser. We had a wonderful experience, and it was everything that he said it would be. Got tons of great photos, beautiful cathedrals, gorgeous, gorgeous cathedrals.
And that's really what this topic's all about. It's like, that's a great example, and that's what it is a lot of times we found out these places through word of mouth from other photographers. They would talk to us and go, hey, you need to check out this, or you need to check out that. And sometimes those are the best places to go shoot, especially as, you know, when all these other places have been overshot to death. And then you get to some of these in-between places, and it's like, wow, I can actually make something that nobody's ever seen before.
Of course.
You know?
So, hey, I have a page here on my, my on my What You Doodle is what it's called.
Yeah, the What You Doodle.
Yeah, okay. And it's this. Here, I'm going to open it up a little bit. All right. So this is what I used before there was Adobe Spark, right?
Yep.
And it's very nice, too. And in fact, there are things I like about it very, very much. So, and I'll just show you a couple of pages of this is the cathedral with a fisheye. One of the cathedrals there. This is one of those.
Yep.
Wow.
This building, and there's an opera house to the left. Unfortunately, it was a bit under
And you can
construction
tell
while
that
we
that
were
was
there.
that's got the Oculus type
Yes, it does.
Yep.
architecture.
Yep. Look at this.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And here you're in this ancient, old, gorgeous
Yeah.
Spanish town, and then they're like, what the heck is this? That's part of the roof of the opera house. And it's just, the whole area is just amazing. So see this cone? Believe it or not, that's how you get into the parking garage. And when you go down the elevator, this is what it looks like. This is inside the cone.
Wow.
This is I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on this. There's the other view. So there's inside
cool.
that room, right? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And then there's the parking lot. So, but it is really great. This is interesting, right? I got to show you this, tell you the story.
There's an interesting shot of
There's my bro.
Yeah.
And I talk to people about this with photography. I talk about, when you're shooting your food, which you should always do for travel photography. I talk about how it's just ask the server, when you come back out, you're going to put the food down. Is it okay if I take pictures? No. They always say, yeah, of course, yeah, sure. She sets my brother's food down. I take a picture of it. I don't think anything of it. But look at this.
Yeah, zoom in.
Somebody took a bite of his food. Like she just put it down. Look,
That's
she
scary.
is putting it down. And there is a bite out. Look, she's just putting it down. There's her hand.
Wow.
Well, they had to try it before it came out. You know, make sure it's up to standards.
Anyway, they have these, and look at this old market here. We were able to shoot. There's just so much to shoot in Valencia. It is look at these gardens. Beautiful gardens. We went there and just cool stuff. What a neat, look at that. I call that a guy walking down the thing. But anyway, I found Valencia absolutely charming, and I think that you will too. So, and I'm just showing you I was just there for a couple of days. But what a place.
Yeah.
What a place. Valencia.
Okay, I'm going
So there
next
you go.
year.
Put it on your list.
Put it on your list, Valencia. Don't sleep. And then when we actually went to Madrid for a day or two, and this is the best thing I found in Madrid, was this
Beautiful.
staircase. Did a little research before we got there. We get there, my brother goes, what are we going to do? I go, I got to go shoot this staircase.
It's like the Cybertruck staircase.
That is, the Cybertruck staircase. This is the entryway to a museum that we did not go in the museum. Don't even have to pay to get that. And then we went to the roof of this very famous palace. And there's the palace from the outside.
Isn't that a funny thing? Sometimes you don't have to pay for a ticket to shoot the architecture.
Right, yeah.
Right.
And that's it. You see how, look at Valencia, look at Madrid. 1, 2,
3.
3.
There we go.
But all the rest, Valencia. That's
Very
it. I made my case. Hey,
Okay.
now I hate to say this because I was just getting ready to turn things over. I want to hear Lavonne's pick, but
Yeah.
it's actually officially time for a break.
Yeah. When we come back from the break, we got to talk about our prizes for today, too.
Oh, we got
Just-
prizes.
We went right over that.
We'll do that. We got good prizes. We're going to do the prizes, and then
Or maybe we shouldn't.
we're going to hear
We give way too
Lavonne's
much.
first pick. I'm excited to hear it. Maybe she'll
Me
tell us
too.
about how great the delis are in New York and stuff. How stupid ours here in Tampa. Stupid delis.
We know who looking like this for real. We know who looking like this. We know who looking like this for real. Do you have hundreds of images sitting on your hard drive? I think you do. Well, after this class, you will learn how to get those images published and get them out in front of the world so others can see them. I am Leonard Johnson, award-winning fashion and beauty photographer, and I'm here doing my third class on how to get your photos published. How to even select your images. Now you're going to curate those images. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process of what it takes. I'm going to take you through caviar.com so you can see the whole selection process step-by-step of what you need to do in order to get those images up and get them off those hard drives and get them published. Come check out my latest class at kelby1.com.
You've had a marvelous day shooting. You've got that lens, you've got that body, you've got those shots, you've got those planes. It's been a killer day of shooting. Now it's time to go back and finish that story. Hey folks, Moose Peterson here. Got a brand new Kelby One class for you on finishing those aviation photographs. Whether it's a plane on a stick, you've got incredible things overhead, you've got statics, you have people, you've got junk in the way, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have a finished photograph that's gonna share your passion for aviation photography for all to see those images. We've got so much new, incredible possibilities now. We have AI masking, we have generative fill, and we got so much more when you combine that and other things. And I'm gonna bring it all to you in this hour-long class, so come along. I've got a lot to share with you on Kelby One.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey everybody, we're back. Scott here. We got our special guest today, Lavonne Hall, and we're going to look real quick at what our giveaways are.
So we got our giveaways right here on the desk here. We forgot is we're giving away a Platypod gooseneck. It is
Lucy and Goosey.
There we go, and you can win it today on the show. And then looks like I don't know what that.
I have to sign that for a winner. That's
Are we giving away this away?
Yeah.
Yes, we're giving away.
Yes.
How do you do that in Photoshop book? Right here.
Which is
so you
new.
Can win that.
It's new.
Yep. You can get that over on Amazon.com. And then we're going to be giving away another book you can find on Amazon, the Adobe Firefly book by Victoria
Hey, did
White.
you see that was the #1 new release there over there?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And then we're going to give away another book. We're going to be giving away the Adobe Photoshop book for digital photographers. So we got that one going out to one lucky viewer. And then we're going to be giving away a few software things. We're going to be giving away a copy of On One No Noise 2023, which is a great plugin to remove noise and add sharpening to your photos. Then we're going to be giving away a V-Flat from V-Flat World. So this is now V-Flat is for U.S. shipping only. So you have to have a U.S. shipping address. And everybody, though, can get a discount over at V-Flat World by using that code Kelby10 at checkout. And then we're going to be giving away a copy of Skin Tone from Retouch For Me, which is their one of their plugins for doing retouching. Yep. And everybody can get 20% off there by using the code Kelby120. And they just have to go to the site www.promo.retouch4.me. And then we got a bunch of people joining us around the world. We got Marianne saying hi from Jacksonville. And then we've got other people saying hi, but it's not scrolling. So
we don't know who they are.
I have no idea.
I feel like there's more people.
But anyways, got people joining us all over the world. One from Jacksonville. I saw somebody was shouting out your sweater as well. So
did somebody abandon the prompter?
I think they might have. I think we might be flying.
There we go. Whoa, okay.
We moved. So then Jim saying hola from a non-photogenic city of Madrid,
There
Spain.
you go.
Yeah. And then holiday greetings from Minnesota from Jay
My
Dahl.
homeland.
Yep. And then greetings from Utah from Nina, from Pennsylvania from Sharon B. Then we got greetings from a cloudy and slightly rainy SoCal, David, which was Sharon B. And then David M saying hi from San Diego. Deb saying, love your sweater, Lavonne. And then Pauline saying, fa la la llama. So there you go.
Fa la 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 llama.
And then Byron saying, Southern Spain has so much to shoot and the drives are amazing between cities.
All
There you
true.
go.
Thank you.
All true.
Thank you, Byron.
All
right.
true.
Lavonne,
Okay.
tell me an underrated city.
All right.
that's photogenic.
So, Canada. I love Canada. Anywhere in Canada I'm happy with. But you don't hear much about Ottawa. And Ottawa is it's in Ontario, not too far from, Toronto. You have Montreal. Montreal's my favorite, by the way. But there's something about Ottawa that you don't hear about. They have the Parliament building, the canal actually.
Oh, that's disgusting.
In the summer, it's a canal, but in the
Oh, look at that.
winter,
That's nice.
it turns into an ice skating rink. So there's some pretty interesting buildings, places to check out. But I haven't been there in a while. But when I did go, I'm like, I like this place, and it's kind
It
of
looks
quiet.
very
Yes.
photogenic.
I think so.
Yeah.
So that Parliament building, right? That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. See, ice skating. So yes,
Very nice.
It's pretty nice, eh?
never been. Have you?
I've never been to
See?
Ottawa. No.
Never been, eh?
Isn't Dave Cross from Ottawa?
I don't think so.
He's from Ottawa.
I think that might be true. Eh?
No,
It is, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Ottawa.
believe it. No.
Ottawa.
I'm not sure.
Senators.
But he's definitely from Canada, eh?
Hey, look at my screen here. I got a nice shot that I found on. Look at that with a nice big one there. That's a nice shot.
See?
Parliament building, and then
Yeah.
I like the foliage in the front, the trees and stuff. That's nice. It's a nice town.
I think you can handle it.
I like it. I like the
you go.
water too, because you get a nice opportunity for long exposure there with the Parliament in the back. I
Yes.
could see that.
I could
I
see
think
that.
I would go when it's summer.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to Ottawa right now.
You don't want to go ice skating?
No. You know, if I fall on the ice, Lavonne, they have to bring in group of people to get me back up. It's like, it's not good. And then it's on YouTube. This is Scott falling on the ice. And
You get a lot of ratings.
that's what I'm looking for. All right, Ottawa's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. K.
I got one. Now most of mine are going to be not cities. They're going to be either national parks, state parks, something like that, because that's where I travel to. I tend to not travel as much to the cities, but I do have one that I do think in the America that is kind of like the overlooked sleeper of America. We always say the
New York,
San Francisco, LA. Those are what. But I'm telling you, the one
Miami.
in the middle, Chicago. Chicago is like one of those
killer.
sleepers.
Love
Yeah, I mean,
Chicago.
like you got and now again, a lot of my shots are going to be at night or before the sun comes up because that's what I do. But you've just got a lot of stuff in Chicago
That's a nice
that
shot.
you can capture, and it's just it's a neat city.
Yes.
It's just a neat, and we actually did a whole class on Kelby 1 about where to shoot.
About
in
where
Chicago.
to shoot in Chicago. I got a great class.
And I don't know, we landed, you and I landed and took off back to Tampa with less than 24 hours. And I think
we
we
shot
got
the heck out of that
like
town.
12 epic shots from
Oh,
that
dude, we
city.
did. We got more than
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
At
gonna
least 12.
I'm gonna go to
But I
Kelby
mean,
one and look
that's
it up
what
here.
you really with that. It's one of those cities where there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of things you can shoot, but I think people just overlook it because it's Chicago. I don't know. It's just Chicago in the middle there.
Chicago.
So
All right, it's a travel photographer's
Yeah.
guide
To
to
Chicago.
Chicago. So here it is. Take a look on screen.
yep, and there's the
All right.
towers.
There's the Marina Towers, and then look how many. 12. Oh, it's 12.
12.
It is 12. It's 12 locations. You're right.
But that's that thing, because I remember us saying we went to a dozen locations
but in these
22 hours.
But in these are
my
multiple.
goodness.
There are multiple locations within these
Yeah.
12. Multiple shots within these.
Yeah,
12.
you can get multiple shots at those locations, but within 22 hours, we had hit 20 or 12 locations.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hit the show all lesson, see if there's more.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Oh, there we go.
No, we did way more than that.
21. Because I'm saying we did
Yeah.
21.
We did so much.
Look, because I was just saying, wait a minute, where is the? Where is the?
There's just so many of them.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
There's even like
Yeah,
the one that I
21.
love is the one from Richie Rich.
That's what I was looking for.
The Elks
I'm
Lounge.
looking-
the Elk,
I'm looking
Elk
for that.
Lodge.
That
it's
is
not-
like-
Oh,
Yeah, but it is the. Where is it?
are you missing? Is it up at the top?
I don't see it up at the top.
Oh, we're gonna get stuck on this. Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna get stuck on this because. Where is it? It's
We
not. Oh, it's the
definitely
very
went
first
there.
one.
It's
the
It's
first
one.
Ah,
The Elks National Memorial. I'm telling you, that one.
killer.
Money.
Killer.
Money.
Killer.
And yeah, it was in that movie, Richie Rich.
Yeah, they used it for the filming location. Anyway, great. I'm totally with you on Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
I'm telling you guys.
Agree.
If you
No, I know
want
that one's hard
fabulous
because
city.
I mean I think a lot of people, there's like Chicago is obvious, but it's one of those where a lot of photographers don't look at that and go, it's going to be. But I'm telling you, that's actually probably the city that we've traveled to do these classes that I think was the easiest to do, and it was like versus like even New York City, it's harder to get around. It's
Oh,
you know, more traffic and all that. Like it was so easy to shoot in Chicago.
Hey, a great comment from Will here. Will says, hey, for those who haven't got a Kelby a membership to Kelby One, do it. All right, we should just end right there, but thank you, Will. He says, I recently renewed my membership. I've been watching these courses at work at night.
Awesome.
Very cool.
All right, let's go.
And if you want to go to Chicago, there's your course. It'll
All right,
tell you
that'll
exactly
tell you
where
right
to go.
where to go with all the directions and everything. All right, I have another one.
Yep.
I'll do a U.S. one.
Okay.
All right, Boston.
I love Boston.
I love Boston too, and there's people I love in Boston.
Boston,
too.
Texas?
Boston, Massachusetts. But Boston has a lot of great things to shoot. I mean, a lot.
Yes.
It does.
They have-
That's another
they
good
have
one.
Great architecture. They have a phenomenal bridge there. They have this very, very modern bridge. So they have, it's very much like Valencia, where they have the old town.
Right.
They've got new stuff. They've got the Trinity Church, which is just incredible. And in fact, let me go find a picture of
Yeah.
it.
You got
Of the
Fenway,
Trinity Church.
You got all these
You
cool
got-
places.
there are so many
You got
places.
The old the cathedrals and the old town markets, like way back from when. Yeah, there's so many things that are cool.
All right,
in
I'm just going to
Boston.
whip you through these real quick. I just selected them all, so some of these will probably be works in progress. But this is the Trinity Church, and I did shoot some wide angle and fisheye. But this is to see it in person is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's gigantic. It looks like a European style church right there in Boston, and right next to this church is the Boston Library, which is incredibly photogenic. They've got some really neat. I mean, Boston is one of those towns. It's like
Yeah.
Chicago. It's a
Yes.
sleeper town. There's so much for
photography.
there. Just so much. And the bridge. I'm making, when I go to Boston, I'm making a special trip just to shoot that bridge. It's a very modern, really cool bridge, and you've got, Boston is the U.S. city with the youngest population overall, because there are so many colleges and universities
Yes.
there, like Harvard and MIT, Boston College, on and on and on and on. But it's a wonderful atmosphere, great food, great people. Lots to do there. We did a Photoshop World there a number of times. And
I
I've
was
done
there.
seminars many times. You've been to about every Photoshop World. I don't know how many Photoshop Worlds you've missed. It ain't many.
No, not mine.
However, Lavonne, do you have another, or do you should I bounce over to Eric?
I think you should bounce to Eric because mine's really cool.
Yours is really cool. Oh yeah, Good. Eric,
Okay,
show us your loser location.
I got this loser location, but I got a sleeper location in Utah. Mine are going to start going to national parks or state parks and stuff like that. But see this map here. You got right over here Moab. You've got obviously Arches.
That's
Everybody goes to Arches.
Everybody goes
to
there.
Canyonlands. Everybody goes over here to Bryce. Everybody goes down here and sees Zion. But right in the middle here, you have Hanksville, Capitol Reef, and if you zoom in, Goblin Valley, right? Those locations are kind of in the middle there, and everybody skips over it.
Wow.
But I'm telling you, they are awesome. Now, a lot of my photos from here, again, are going to be at night, but I mean, this is just like you walk out, and it's just like there's just photo after photo after photo at these places that just you can shoot
Beautiful.
so quickly and get so many cool things from this location.
Oh my goodness.
So I mean, and these are like not too hard to get to. It is a little bit out of the way, and I think that's why a lot of people don't go there. It's because it's just a little bit out of the way.
I've never heard of it.
It does take about like 4 hours out of your way, 3 hours out of your way, a round trip.
Wow.
You know, but I mean, for me, that's
Okay,
like a
so
hop, skip,
an hour and a half getting there, and then an hour and a half back.
Maybe 2 hours
2
getting there,
hours.
2 hours getting back.
Okay, so that's not bad.
From one of those major places that we're talking about that you're already going to go to
There's
already.
some nice clouds there.
So, I mean, that's where you get down to it. Like, there's just, if you're going to go and you're going to go to that region, don't just go over here to Moab. Just don't go over here to Bryce. Get in the middle here and get lost in this Capitol Reef, Hanksville, and especially that Goblin Valley area. And in fact, the one who turned me on to Goblin Valley was Rick Salmon. It wasn't even on my radar.
Rick Salmon.
And Rick said, "You got to go to this Goblin Valley." And I said, "This is the best thing I ever did was go to that Goblin Valley." So,
You know, a story like that, Eric, makes me want to take a break.
yeah, it should.
Yeah.
When we come back, I've got another one. Lavonne, of course, has
a
one.
cool
She says it's a good one.
It is.
Stick around. When we come back, we're going to be looking at Lavonne's hot pick. Underrated. Ooh, underrated hot pick.
Hi, I'm Karen Hutton. Join me for how to plan a trip to a location you've never visited. Whether you're an expert photographer, you've planned trips, but it still makes you nervous, maybe you haven't planned a trip, or maybe you just wish you could. Whether you're flying, whether you're driving, whether you're taking a train or some other mode of transportation, you'll learn how to decide, develop, dedicate, and dig in to create the adventure of your dreams, whether it's a long trip or just an afternoon. We're also going to cover where you got to be on the inside and how you have to train to maximize your time, your money, and your effort on your next adventure. So join me on my next class at kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Hey, we're back. Scott and Eric and Lavonne. And we got some comments coming in here. John Dukes.
John saying, I took some of my favorite images of Boston. Love it. Yep.
Let's go.
And then Linda saying, oh, Boston. And you can also go to Cheers where everybody knows your name.
I did that first time I ever went to Boston. Went there.
Always glad you came. All right. And then David saying, Fast Track is a great course. Been through once going through it. Second time taking notes. Been doing photography a long time, but tips and tricks in these courses have been great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. All right. I think Lavonne's got a winner here.
Of course I have a winner.
You know, her humility is so, so engaging.
All right, so this is in Japan. I love every place in Japan is beautiful.
Like at Epcot? Like Japan?
Like Epcot? No.
No.
Not the Japan Pavilion? You mean like actually go to
Going to
Japan.
Going to Japan. And not many people talk about Nara. So that is very close to Kyoto. It's close to Osaka. I believe it's an hour train ride. It's been a few years since I've been there. But it is a beautiful city.
I have a nice picture from it on my screen here.
Can I see it?
I didn't take this picture. This is Google. But look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
So they have tons of temples, shrines.
And deer.
And deer, obviously.
And deer. They say it's the deer city.
Deer.
So everywhere you go, there's deer. And there's a vendor out there that has crackers that you can feed the deer. But they say you got to be very careful because they can get really aggressive. So basically, don't tease them with the crackers.
And the deer will kill you, which is, unfortunate.
But it's beautiful. It's like so many temples, tons of shrines. There's the Nara Park, which is huge. And some of these places are free to go to. But you don't hear much about it. It's always Tokyo,
I've never heard about it.
Osaka, Kyoto. Sometimes you hear about Kobe, but
and you're close to Kyoto, so you can still
it's
you
very
can do both.
Close. Yes, it's definitely a must. So.
All right, I like it.
Is that a good one?
No, that's a good one. I like that. Never heard of it. I love hearing about new cities I've never heard of, and I love Japan. Japan is glorious.
It's beautiful.
Really, really nice, and ridiculously clean.
Yes.
I don't know if you'll ever go to any place cleaner than all of Japan.
Yes.
It's like,
and they have the best matcha.
They do. They have the best matcha. I've only had matcha there, so I don't know.
Okay.
Seems to be very good.
Okay, good.
All right.
All right. You got one?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So everybody goes to the Wave, right? Everybody goes to the Wave.
God, I hope not. It's the worst hike in the world.
Yes, it's the worst hike.
But it's famous.
It's famous. You go to the Wave, you're a landscape photographer, you're like, I'm going to go to the Wave. I got another place right near the Wave that you should go if you don't want the crowds, you want to be kind of left alone, but you want some awesome images, and that is actually going to White Pocket. So this is White Pocket. So it's a very it's accessible as long as you have a four-wheel drive vehicle. So that's the one thing, is you do need a four-wheel drive vehicle, so I'm going to get you out there. But it's really cool what you can see out there. It's these like white rocks, and this is all these shots are within maybe a football field or so from my car or from my Jeep. So it was like maybe a football field. So really not that long of a hike or walk, but you can do some really cool stuff out there. And it's all this washed out rock and these white pockets. And I just love the simplicity that the scenes allow out there. And that's just from one day.
Can you go back a couple? Can you go back a couple? Yep. Oh, one more. I like that.
Cool, huh?
I like that little pond, little puddle in front or whatever. That's nice.
That's beautiful.
So you get star trails there, So, but yeah.
I think you got a winner.
So White Pocket.
White Pocket.
It's right near the Wave. I mean, you can actually see, when you're up there, you can see the Wave from it, but it's a good drive. That's the only thing, is it is a good drive. It's one of those things where you can get people to take out there that have 4x4s, but I just took a stock Jeep 4x4 and got out there just fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to find you pictures. Yeah, okay, maybe here. All right, for my next one. I got a good one, really, really good one.
You think so?
I'm hoping. Trying to figure out, did I do I think I did an exposure post on it, so I'm looking for it. Hang on. Where's the link? Do I have a link? Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right, give me a second, though, while it's doing its thing. So, mine is Budapest, Hungary.
Yes.
All right, now, I only got to spend like a day and a half there. I was on a river cruise that was along the Danube River. I did not get to spend as much time as I wanted to, but it is a tremendous place to shoot. Budapest has got everything from an incredible opera house to these very, very modern, what do you call it, subway stations. It has, of course, an iconic Parliament building. When you said Parliament building earlier, and I want to show you. Look inside the opera house.
That is amazing.
Beautiful opera house. And that is, these are other places. That's Prague. Hold on, let me get back to. These are all Prague. Look at that. So some of these are Prague. Let me get to the, that's Prague. Prague is awesome. Prague is like, but anyway, I want to get to.
Budapest.
I think that is the opera house in Budapest. And then that's the Parliament building, right? Very famous Parliament building. It's right on the river. There's architecture. There's the old area. There are cathedrals. There's opera. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on Budapest. Super great location. I would even maybe do a workshop there. I've talked about that. So that would be a really good one. And I did, these are just all pictures from my trip, right? But they're not all Budapest, right? There's back to Prague and stuff. Anyway, the long and short of it is, so what it is, like Erik's saying, everybody goes here and everybody goes there. So we're trying to find those places that not everybody goes.
And it's usually near other places.
Right.
Yep.
It's just like, just go over here and it'll be good.
Yep. Now, you could do the river cruise. The thing is, I would want to stay in Budapest for a few days. It has this river, the Danube River runs through it. It has two sides of the city. There's so much there and amazing food. Just amazing food. Great. I loved everything about it. Really, really, really nice.
Cool.
All right. Do you have, I got another one.
Ooh.
I'm going to go back to the U.S. Ready?
Okay.
Savannah, Georgia.
I love Savannah. Yeah. It's great stuff.
Savannah, Georgia has a lot of different things. They have a super charming old town area.
Yeah.
It's on the water. They've got this
trees.
old, but they also have this Wormslow State Park that has, I'm going to show you a picture of it here.
It's just a very, I don't know how to put it.
One.
It's a lot of waterfall or fountains there as well.
You can see on my screen. Take a look on my screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's the state park, and this is a very famous picture that you can get while you're there. That's not my favorite. I have other ones of it, but that's one of them. Anyway, but there are some.
It's very charming too. The
town's charming. You know what? This is terrible. I was there the day Michael Jackson died, and you always remember where you were when things like that happen. And I was doing a landscape workshop there, so there's lighthouses to shoot. So they got a beautiful lighthouse and beautiful sandy beach right there. Yeah. There's just a lot of different things in a very small area.
Cemeteries, a lot of good cemeteries.
Yeah, old cemeteries. It's just a very happening place, and it's the Savannah School of Art and Design, very famous, is there.
Good food too.
I'm telling you, good food. Oh yeah, you know what else is there? What's her name? That has the famous Southern cook.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm not going to remember it, but yes.
I don't remember her name. Paula Dean?
Paula Dean.
Yes.
Paula Dean's restaurant's there. We got in and it was phenomenal. It was 1.2 million calories in one meal. A million.
Sounds good.
I went in there weighing 145 pounds. Now look. One meal.
One meal.
It's dangerous. Anyway.
There you go.
Lots of cool stuff
definitely
there.
check it out.
Savannah, Georgia. Don't sleep on it. All right. Do you have another one?
Yeah, I got a few more. Yeah.
Let's go.
But I got one that, a lot of our viewers, in that southern southwest, especially near Phoenix, or near California. If you're near Phoenix, there's 2 places right near Phoenix for us landscape or, outside photographers.
And one of them is Larry Grace's house.
Larry, I think, is down in Tucson.
Oh, he is in Tucson, isn't he?
But if you go right outside of Phoenix here, over to the left, there's this thing called the Superstition Mountains right over here. And then if you go over to the right, and then if you go to the left over here is the Kofa Mountains. And these mountain ranges, really cool stuff, right? So they have the cactus,
that's pretty good.
and they have all the stuff.
Jason could fall in those.
He could. But that's where you get this shot, was the Superstition Mountains.
Wait. Can you make it full screen, hit F?
Yeah.
Does this shot look familiar?
Yeah.
Because when you launch on one, no noise. There it is. It's the splash screen.
So that's right outside of
right
Phoenix.
There, right
That's
up.
actually Phoenix that's lighting up the mountains. It's the light pollution from Phoenix that's lighting up the mountains.
There it is.
And then you got shots like that. There's a pano of that same location. Actually, Jason's over in the bushes over there to the left with his camera.
Lying down, pulling out thorns. And
but
stuff.
yeah, I mean, just really cool stuff you can get there. And then this is the Kofa Mountains. So if you just drive 2 hours the other direction, you get the Kofa Mountains, which really cool terrain that you get there.
This. That looks the post-processing on that last one. Go back.
Which one?
One more.
This one, yeah.
That looks very Rampton.
Well, it's funny because Ramy is actually sleeping in the car over there.
Is he?
Because he didn't wake up. So I tried to wake him up.
Really?
But yeah. He is sleeping in a car.
He was
over
with
there.
you.
He was with me.
I love the post on that. It looks very Rampton inspired.
And that's in the middle of the night shooting a pano at that same location. But yeah, I mean, just really cool stuff. There you go.
That's a good location.
That's very.
Yeah, I mean they're very close to. Again, all you got to do is just go a couple hours. It's 1 hour this way from Phoenix, and then 2 hours that way from Phoenix, and you're there. And it's really, they're not hard destinations to get to if you're in that area.
All right.
Yeah.
I have another one.
You do?
It's going to sound a little weird when I first say it. I mean, it's going to be either obvious or weird. It just depends on how you feel about this. Ready? Cairo, Egypt.
Ooh.
Now, there was a time where we didn't go to Cairo, right? It wasn't stable and safe and all, but everyone's going back now. Now we're going back. And there's so much historical, but it's just, Cairo is just a very, very neat town, just in general. But of course, you've got things like the Giza pyramids, you've got the Sphinx, and right there near the Sphinx, you've got a Pizza Hut right at the base of the Sphinx, which is sad actually, but unless you really like pizza. But Cairo is a very, very interesting, impressive, busy, noisy, crazy place. But there's amazing, mosques to shoot, and there's just all kinds of stuff. It is, and you've got the desert, and it's a very unique place, and people are traveling there again in big numbers. And so tourism is back, and I don't think we've thought of it for a while. Oh, I like that camel shot on the left.
Yeah, down there I see it too.
Oh, I like that one. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Wow.
That's nice. That is very nice. But anyway, there's a lot to uncover there, and there's the Nile River, of course, and what I thought was nice? Right on the Nile River, there's a Chili's. So
Not
you
a
can get
Chili's.
chips. You can get chips and salsa. Right there.
Yep. Restaurants for Niles.
But this is one where I don't think people think about really going to Egypt. It's not like on your list because everybody took it off their list for a while.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, people are going back in big numbers. So there.
Agree.
Now, if you can't get there, you can always go to the Luxor in Las Vegas, which is exactly the same thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Exactly the same. Can I tell you something? Let me just say something. When now the Luxor today is a very inexpensive hotel. You can get rooms for $33 a night. However,
which is too much.
When it opened, when it first opened, they made a big deal about it. Like they had all the celebrities were there and stuff, and it was quite the big deal. So the next time I went to Vegas, I go to Vegas on a regular basis for shows and different stuff. I've seen you in Vegas.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So I go to Luxor for the first time, and they did a pretty good job. They got Sphinx out there, and they've got obelisks, and you go inside, and you're like, you go to this big room, and I think this is kind of cool, except for one area where they completely just said, and that is in the main room. So you're in this giant pyramid, and hotel rooms are all the way around. In the middle, for some reason, after going to all this detail and trouble to make it look like Egypt, they put a very modern glass building that houses an IMAX theater or something. But it looks like,
Oh, yes.
it looks like something from downtown Tampa, stuck in the middle of Egypt. And then, to make matters worse, right beside it, they built a whole little area of New York with shops and restaurants to make it look like New York. And I'm like, you were
Messed
so
it up.
close.
Oh,
And
bottom
this-
line, don't go to Vegas to shoot.
$33 you can get a room at the.
It's too much.
The Luxor.
Too much.
Too much.
Hey, you know, we should take a break.
Oh gosh, yeah.
We should take a
Yeah,
break.
I need a
We
drink.
don't have much time. Yeah, they need a drink and a quick decision.
But we'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. I think we have a few more locations, and
Yeah, I can do one more.
yeah.
I
So
could
there we
possibly
go.
do one more.
Oh, what?
I might have two.
That's a lot of locations.
Yeah.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome to beautiful London, England, where I'm doing a very, very special class. I'm very excited about this class because it's something very different, very unique. It's about creating travel photography that has a personal connection to something you love. So that's the whole idea. Because think about it, a lot of people will go to a city again and again. Like we're here in London. I've been coming to London since I was 24 years old. So for the last 10 years, I've been coming to London. Anyway, long story short is I've got the shots of Big Ben, and I've got the shots of the London Eye and the Thames River and all that stuff. I've got it to death. But when I come to London, I can do something special. I can use something that I care about and then go and shoot it, and that becomes my story when I get back. So I'm shooting for a passion that I have. So my passion might be flowers, so I come to London and what I'm shooting are all the amazing gardens. What if my passion is museums? Well, there's 170 of them here. What if it's music? I could be at the Royal Albert Hall, or the great music stores, or the places where the Beatles played back in the day, or where they literally bought their guitars. I could do a whole story on all that kind of stuff. And that's what this class is about. It's taking something you love and adding it to something else you love. You're marrying travel and your interests and photography. It's a hit. So you got to come and watch my brand new class. It's on creating personal connection in your travel images, and it's only here at Kelby One.
I am a portrait and wedding photographer based in Valencia, Spain.
I do mainly commercial and editorial photography, and I retouch up to 100 photos a month.
We shoot almost every day for all kinds of clients, such as commercial, beauty, and fashion. And we retouch our work more often, like every other day.
I used to spend over 1 hour for one photo.
If we want professional results, we must remove skin blemishes, do micro dodge and burn, highlight eyes, whiten teeth, and even reduce wrinkles in clothes. And this can easily take me up to 2 hours of work for each photo.
So when I saw that there's a plugin for Photoshop that helps you retouch quicker, I was eager to get my hands on it.
I read many feedbacks about it, and I found a lot of positive reviews, which made me to consider buying my first plugin.
One of the challenges we have at the end of a session or wedding is to achieve an edition in our photograph that look natural. This is where retouch for me has become a game changer.
I love the feature that you can pick how much effect it has on your photo, and you can adjust it accordingly to your style.
I saved a lot of time and always end up having amazing result with my work.
I am extremely happy with the quality.
Now, I am more efficient and have more time to spare with my family.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Hey, we're back. Only
back.
a few minutes left, but we got some cities. Lavonne's got another city. I think she's got another winner here. What do you got?
Only I will have the winners. I'm sorry. So
This is what I'm talking about, folks. Modesty. That's her strong suit.
thank you. Anyway, so this is in Germany and it's Hamburg. So again, you hear about Berlin. Sometimes you
I
hear
got
about
a nice
Frankfurt.
shot here. Look at this nice shot here.
But Hamburg, again, I was there years ago. So back then it was hip. Lots to do. The architect is amazing. There were some tunnels that were cool to photograph. So it's definitely a place to check out. So,
Hamburg, Germany.
yes.
You know, Hamburg is where the hot dog was invented. No, just kidding. Oh, look at that.
You see? And I'm sure they've added more things to do since I've been there.
Nice.
But it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
So you have to go
I've
check
never
that
been.
one out.
I've never been there. I'm going to add it to my list.
See, look
There's
at
the
that tunnel.
tunnel.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that tunnel. So there you go. I gave you like did I give you 3 recommendations?
Yeah, the 3 you gave good stuff.
So you have to go next year.
All right. And then, of course, the Minotaur Wonderland.
Oh, yes, how can I forget that?
All right. Mr. K, what you got?
All right, I got one.
You got one.
I got the sleeper of all sleeper national parks in the United States of America. Right?
I'm
And I
interested to hear
understand
this.
why this is a sleeper. It's because this one is hard to get to. That's the caveat here.
But it's a national park.
It's a national park. And here we go. So if you look on the screen, it's right here. It's Big Bend National Park.
Well, I've heard of Big
Right?
Bend, of course.
So the problem is, here's San Antonio, here is El Paso. Those are your closest entry points, really, if you're coming into Texas to get there. So you're going either 6 hours this way or 6 hours this way to get here.
Oh.
However, if you can see, like, I've got this pins. We were there for a couple days. These are the pins of the places that I was able to hit up. I always like try to pin stuff. And I'm telling you, this place what was interesting about Big Bend is it had so many elements of other national parks in it. So it was almost like going to parts of Utah, parts of Arizona, parts of California, in the state parks in the Southwest, but doing it in one national park, doing it in one area. So it was almost like you were in an area, but getting all these different elements of the national park. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of the daytime stuff. I couldn't pull it down in the office here, but I do have some of the nighttime stuff. This was a shot from Big Bend at night. Then this as well, Big Bend. And then this was actually right next door in the state park where somebody had their old house this is right near the Rio Grande. But there's just so many different, and you turn the corner and then you have like this area that butts up to the Rio Grande where you have this wall of cliff. It's just very impressive national park. There's even a caldera kind of volcano area that's really cool. I don't have a lot of it here, but if you check it out, I'm telling you, this is one of those places where it's a sleeper. There's so many different shots that you can get in these places.
Love that one.
They look like other national parks in the U.S., but in one place. And then right next to it is really cool. There's a few towns that are really cool. Some of the best food I've had in one of those towns.
All righty. We got some good comments. John Dukes has got a good one. Colorado Springs and Aspen. Absolutely gorgeous places to shoot. I agree, John.
That's true.
Yep. And then Sharon B saying, what about covered bridges and colorful trees in Vermont?
So, yes, absolutely. But here's the tricky thing about that.
Yeah.
Those colorful trees and the whole fall thing happens in such a small window that
You're not in that window.
Here's what you have to do. You have to know somebody up there that says, get on a plane tomorrow. Like, you need to get up there and shoot in that window because it moves from year to year. Like, you can't go, 2 weeks, it's these 2 weeks. Next year it'll go and the leaves will not have turned, or they'll have already turned and all fallen off. You literally have to have a friend in Virginia that says, jump on a plane, it's time, and then you go there. And I mean, it sounds crazy, but if you get that thing, you'll come away with amazing pictures. Was this Bobby that says Washington D.C.?
Yes.
Great landscapes and waterfalls just outside. You know, D.C. is a very photogenic city. There's a lot of things to shoot in D.C.
Yeah,
the whole
it is.
great architecture. I've had really good luck in D.C.
And then Lisa V saying, so if we're talking great photo locations, got to vote for Atlanta.
Oh, Lisa, I don't know about Atlanta.
I'm gonna not say good on.
I've been to Atlanta many times.
You can make great shots in every city.
You could make a great shot in Atlanta, but I would never tell someone you need to go to Atlanta for photography.
Yeah. We'll have to call Terry and ask.
I think Terry would tell you the same thing, you know. But I mean, Atlanta's lovely. It's a lovely town. I love Atlanta.
And then Michael's asking, was asking me, what font are you using in your Lightroom Classic UI? That is, it's called NASA-lization. So it's NASA-lization. And so it's like, it's a play on words or whatever, but it's a NASA. It's just a fake NASA
All right,
font.
we are out of time, but I'm going to give one last one here. And I'm going to show you pictures that are 20 years old. I went there 20 years ago on a speaking gig for Adobe. Fell in love with it. I can't believe I have not been back. It is wonderful. It's underrated and it's undershot. Now, these are 20-year-old pictures, so you're not going to see anything that's going to light your world on fire here. But I hope it gives you an idea of what's there. So, Stockholm, Sweden. So, Stockholm this is an amazing ship that they salvaged. But let me see, the Old Town area has got such great color and texture that I fell in love with the Old Town. It's really there's a better shot of the Old Town here. And it's just that's in my hotel. Just a really nice, they got a beautiful palace, gorgeous palace out there. And there was a row of Lamborghinis and Ferraris there. It's one of my favorite shots I got there.
I remember that.
In there. And there's the row of Lamborghinis, I could see it from my hotel room, and this is part of that exhibit. But I think it's an awesome place, and lots of neat, cool areas and stuff to see. Great food, the best French fries anywhere. And there you go, Stockholm, Sweden.
Nice.
That's another one, and you'll like just the whole experience of going to Stockholm. It's a harbor town, and they've got a great harbor. And you know what? The morning I'm leaving for the airport. We're running late. We go down, we're putting the bags in. My brother's like, we got to get to the airport because we got to turn our car in. And all this. And we're like, we got to go. And the harbor where our hotel was, for the first time since I've been there, because we're up at dawn, the water is like glass, like a mirror. It's like someone, and I can't shoot it. My brother's like, no, do not take your camera. I'm like, Jeff, look at the heart. No, we're going to be late. And he was right. We barely made it. We got to the car dealer, the thing to drop off our car, and it was closed, and they give you instructions in Swedish on where to take your car and where to put the key, and we barely made it. So my brother was right, but that harbor at dawn, Erik, nice. Beautiful.
We gotta love that.
All right, did you have one last one?
No, we gotta wrap up.
We gotta wrap. It's wrapping time.
I got others, but it's fine. We went over some really good ones today.
Yes.
Oh, I think we had some good ones.
You did a good job.
But we do have to give away some prizes too.
Yes, let's do that.
So
let's do that.
We got Michael Biederman is winning the How Do I Do That in Photoshop book. Carolyn Novak is winning the Photoshop book for digital photographers. Marcy B is winning the Firefly book. Rolf Hartbrich is winning the Goosenecks. And then John Gelderman is winning the V-Flat. Chet is winning the retouch for me, and then Kathy is winning the On One No Noise.
That's a lot of gifts you're giving away.
I
Kind
know.
of loosey-goosey with them
I'm
gifts.
telling you, every week I'm like, can we just give away a little less? Come on. All right. If you won one of those prizes, just email us over at gridprize@kelby1.com. Just make sure to claim that prize by this Friday. We'll verify information and then send you out your prize. There we go.
Beautiful.
Exciting.
Well, Lavonne, where can people learn more about you and your luxury
And
lifestyle?
my luxury lifestyle. Ooh, look at that. Oh, sorry. Digital, it's www.digital-lavonne.com, or you can find me on Instagram at LAVONNEH9. So that's Lavonne H9. And I'm other places.
Were there 1 through 8
was
were
already
taken, like
huh?
Lavonne H 1 through 8 was already gone?
I like 9.
Well, that's good.
Okay. So, yes. I'm other places, but you'll find me there. Yeah.
Ooh, I
Do you
like
know where that is?
I don't. I like that.
That's in Vegas.
Is that in Vegas?
It sure is.
Ooh, I like that.
You can make great shots in every
This is your fun. Yeah, you can make great shots in all kinds of places.
Because I'm going to get an email
Ooh,
later
I like
about
these. Oh, I'm really liking these. Hold on, look at more. I like these. Very fine arty kind of stuff.
Oh, yes. I love
like
my
that.
fine art.
Yeah, very nice. I don't want to park there. I'm a sucker for a door contrast color.
So am I.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
that's me. Love that. Walking in slow motion. So, colors. I love my
look
colors.
At that.
My contrast.
Oh, I love that shot.
My
I
shadows.
love that last one.
You getting the picture here?
I'm getting the picture. I'm getting the picture. All right, make a note. No more New Yorkers on the show. All right. You getting the picture here?
Yeah.
You idiot. Is that what you wanted to say, Lavonne? Just say it.
Jay here or what?
Oh, yeah, it's like having Jay Maisel here.
For real.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching, Lavonne. Thank you for joining us on the show. Oh, it was a delight, and I mean that like not at all. No. I'm just so you don't think it. Lavonne and I have been friends for years. I wouldn't pick on a regular guest like this. But with Lavonne, all bets are off. You don't know what I've been through these last couple of days.
All right.
It's been fun.
We'll see you guys next week.
I don't know.
No, we won't see you next week.
No.
Next week is vacation.
Vacation. We're taking vacay. No grid next week. So
No grid
just
next week.
talk amongst yourselves
Wah,
next
wah,
week.
wah.
Wah, wah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.